Hi friends! I'm glad some of you enjoyed the Mother's Day video I put up yesterday. I was just thinking that they're not going to be little for much longer, and it would be nice to record them and some of their thoughts before they hit the stage where it becomes all about them. I had someone ask me to answer the questions I gave my girls, so here you go. What's my favorite food? My favorite food is focaccia con cambazola, which is a flatbread with roasted garlic and cambazola cheese. That's really more of an appetizer, so my second favorite food would be chopped salad that has salami, chicken, fresh basil, green onion, garbanzo beans, tomato, provolone cheese, mozzarella cheese, and I'm probably forgetting some things, but it also has a garlic vinaigrette and it's delicious. I can eat it every day, but it's expensive and it takes hours to make. What makes me mad? There are lots of things that make me mad, but Carmen was correct that I do get mad when the kids play video games and ignore me and just don't do anything. And then I have to get mean. There are other things outside our family that make me mad, but we won't get into that. What makes me proud? I love it when my kids get good report cards, but what I love more than anything is when the teacher writes comments that they're kind to people. What do I worry about the most? Carmen was right about that one. I worry about my parents the most right now. And at the same time, trying to support our family while having the time available to help my parents as much as possible. In fact, I'm about to go over there right now and vacuum because my dad's at chemo and he can't be in the house when it's being vacuumed because his white count is still really low. And my mom isn't well, so it's hard for her to vacuum. By the way, the Shake What Your Mama Gave You shirt, I found that at a store on clearance for like, I think it was $5, and I just bought it just so I could work out in it at home, but I don't usually wear it anywhere unless I have a jacket over it. And I'd asked Carmen, if a different mom had to raise you, who would you choose? She read that one a little bit incorrectly. I thought she would say like one of her aunts or something like that. What are my dreams? Carmen said it was to be stinking rich and be able to go to Disneyland as a family. I really don't have a dream of being stinking rich, but I would love to be able to afford the things that we need and to go on a vacation once a year. We've never been on a vacation just as our family, except for one night we spent at Great Wolf Lodge. And part of the reason we were able to do that was Jared had sold some of those entertainment coupon books, and that was a prize, but it didn't cover our entire family, so we paid the difference. And we did have a really fun time, so that's a good memory. But we haven't even been to visit my in-laws in 9 years. It's getting to the point that I worry that if we don't go, will we ever see my mom-in-law and dad-in-law again? And I have all these nieces and nephews that I've never met. My kids have all these cousins they haven't met. They have an aunt they've never met. I would really love to meet my sister-in-law. What do I wish I could change about myself? There are a few things, but more than anything, I wish I could not be sick anymore because that affects so many things. It affects my sleep, my patience, my ability to do things with my kids, the plans that I make. If anything were to happen to my husband, I don't know how I would support us. And of course, that's a big worry. My favorite movie. It's hard to say what my absolute favorite movie is, but there are a bunch that I watch over and over again. I love Much Ado About Nothing, especially Emma Thompson and Kenneth Branagh. The scene where their friends trick them into admitting they love each other is hilarious. I was so sad when they got divorced, so they were married when they made that movie. I also love Waking Ned Devine. It's a very clever plot with an ending you don't expect. Excuse me, may I go to the bathroom? Of course you may. Thank you. My favorite band is indeed U2. You see U2 behind me. Anytime they come into town for a concert and I can't go, I for real cry. We've been to see them 2 times. The first time, Jared and I had both been quite sick for a couple weeks. He was 1 back then. I got well just in time, but still, I had decided I don't care if I have to bring a puke bag. I am going to this concert because it was my dream. The second time was their Vertigo tour, and that was really interesting because things started out normal, and then suddenly these two these 2 drunk men came staggering in, and one of them was hanging all over my husband. And the guy's boyfriend says, "No kissing, no kissing, no kissing." And I was thinking, if this were reversed, if there were a drunk man hanging on me, my husband would probably smack him. And I'm thinking, what do I do? And I said, "Do you want to trade places with me?" And he goes, "It's okay." And then the guy says to him, "It's all your fault, you know." Then when they started playing Beautiful Day, one of them fell down into the aisle and his legs were up in the air. That's when security comes running over and tells them to knock it off. They leave for a little bit to get more drinks. I guess they were serving drinks there. And come back for a little bit. And then there were these people in front of us and a bit to the right. And so they had a railing to the side of them. We had a railing right in front of us, and we were kind of almost behind the stage. So I was close enough that I could have thrown something at U2, but I would never throw anything at U2 because I love them. So these people who were acting totally normal, Sunday Bloody Sunday starts playing, and the guy turns around and starts high-fiving everyone like crazy and going, "Whoa!" And then he acts like he's going to throw himself over the railing. His girlfriend, or whoever she was to him, got really mad. And this was maybe 2 songs in, and she dragged him out after that, and they didn't stay for the rest of the concert. My least favorite U2 song is Bullet in the Blue Sky, but that's fine because that's my chance to go to the bathroom. So when they started playing that song, I walked past the drunk men and they go, "I know where you're going." And not that long later, they left, and the concert was much more enjoyable at that point because we didn't have to worry about what they were going to do next or if either one of them was going to kiss my husband. Oh, and this was embarrassing. Towards the end of the concert, the top of my foot caught on the railing in front of me, and it made my shoe fall off, and it fell way down. It fell to an area where U2 had walked. So on one hand, I really needed my shoe back so I could walk back to where we parked, and plus I do need shoes on a regular basis. But another part of me was really happy that my shoe now had U2 germs. Afterwards, we were able to get someone's attention, and a security person got my beloved shoe back to me. What are some jobs I would be good at? A lot of friends have told me that I should be a lawyer. Maybe I would be a good lawyer, but I think it would probably stress me out too much. But I have helped some friends through some legal situations, and that's a whole other story. Quite a few of you have said that I should be a comedian, but I actually have a public speaking phobia. I told a friend that, and she said, have you ever met yourself? Making videos is different because I can edit it. I might make a whole video about why I'm so terrified of public speaking. True or false, you're going to take care of me when I'm old. This is true, but Carmen declined to answer. Do I have sweet dance moves? Obviously. If I had to choose between eating mayonnaise or dirt, which would I choose? I would probably hesitate and then eat the dirt. When I was pregnant with Jared, I saw a commercial for Notting Hill, and the roommate says, "There's something wrong with this yogurt." And Hugh Grant says, "That's because it's mayonnaise." And he goes, "Oh, right." And he keeps eating it with a spoon. I almost threw up in my bed. I hate mayonnaise so much. What do I really want for Mother's Day? Just for my family to care, for them to get out of bed and go to church with me, to maybe write some heartfelt words. It's really not about receiving stuff. I love the sweet things that my girls make, and they're still at an age where they just gush over me. So I had a pretty nice Mother's Day. My oldest got out of bed just in time to go to church. My son Andrew made burgers yesterday for the first time. Those turned out good, and I was really happy not to cook. I like cooking. I've just been really tired, and um, I think the rest of the family helped with the toppings and stuff. I think that's what most moms want, is just to be loved and for people to recognize our efforts and to hopefully understand someday just how much we love our kids. We work really hard, and we also go through a lot of trials that we shield our kids from. In fact, my boys didn't know that I have a disease until recently. What? You have a disease? I don't know how they didn't notice that. Pretty sure I mentioned it. Anyway, I'm off to vacuum after having cleaned a large amount of hair off of the roller brush. I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. Also, let me know in the comments what some of your favorite movies are, foods, etc.